Dreadlocks versus locks. Let's talk about it. I made a few videos about dreadlocks, and a few people came over and they were a little not too happy about the term dreadlocks, which is weird, but whatever. So, you know, one guy was like, oh, we don't have dreadlocks, we have locks. Nothing is, you know, a couple of women were like, nothing is dreadful about our hair. First off, the term dreadlocks does not refer to the actual hair being dreadful. It refers to the person wearing the locks as being dreadful. Now, one problem I have with a lot of statements is people are saying, we don't have dreadlocks. We have locks. And what I always tell you guys, do you? So the proper way to address that is say, I don't have dreadlocks, I have locks. Because you cannot speak for others. You cannot speak for Bob Marley. You cannot speak for Bunny Wailer. You cannot speak for a lot of elder Rastas that have been wearing their naughty dreads since the 40s. You cannot speak for me, who have been a Nyabingi dreadlock Rasta man since 1979. You cannot say, define my hair. Because there is a big difference between people that wear wear locks, I should say, for a hairstyle, and those of us that follow the vow of the Nazarite that wear our locks, our dreadlocks, as a vow and as a way of life. There's a big difference between someone that has locks and puts razor blades to their head and trim up the front and shave than a man that does not put a razor to his face or to his hair. You cannot say they are the same. I mean, some of the people are so belligerent, it's just ridiculous. One young man, he says, oh, you know, something about locks, we don't have to have locks. This is not the 70s. And I'm thinking, you know, first, do not feed the monster. But since he said this is not the 70s, let me address that. Yes, young brother, you're right. This is not the 70s, because in the 70s, we had a better black family structure. Black men didn't walk around with their underwear hanging out looking like panties. Black men didn't walk around with pink and yellow gym shoes and very tight pants with their belt around their hip bones, looking weird as hell, okay? People with dreadlocks did not wear lock weaves like you see now with Fetty Wap, where you go get a weave put in and say you got locks. Okay, so yes, it's definitely not the 70s. So what you have to understand is that the dreadlock Rasta man is a way of life. It's not a hairstyle. And Rasta, we go by the vow of the Nazarite. Now, in all fairness, black people are very creative, so it's natural that black people will do all type of things to their hair. This is nothing new for us, you know, for a person to say, you know, I'm going to cut a part in my hair or whatever, you know. People can do whatever they want to do. Just don't go and do something different and try to define everybody and say we. You know, the idea that we don't have dreadlocks is an incorrect idea. You must say, I don't have dreadlocks. Now, as far as being dreadful, terrible and dreadful, the Rastaman was always, originally, he was not about Irie and one love. You all don't know any history. The original ancient Rastaman was about earthquake, lightning, brimstone, and fire for the Babylon system. Kill, crap, and paralyze all weak-heart conception. Okay? No peace with the beast. I was terrible and dreadful. You know, when I started growing my locks in 79, all through 79 and the 80s, a lot of black women would, you know, approach me and say, oh, your hair is so long. You know, it would be nice if you did this, and it would be nice if you did that. And, you know, I wouldn't let a woman feminize me. Men have to stop letting women feminize them and putting a feminine concept onto a masculine person. Because what's cute to them is feminine. You see? So they're going to have you like a damn girl. You know, if you're a man, be a man. You know, I wouldn't let no woman tell me, oh, you know, you need to go and you need to put a razor on the front and trim the front and get your edges trimmed and all that. I'm like, yeah, like your edges is trimmed and you looking like a fucking bird. I mean, no disrespect, but the black woman is the last person to be given instructions on hair. Her hair is a fucking mess, okay? So that's what you got going on right now. So the concept that, you know, you want locks, that you don't want to be terrible and dreadful. You don't want to have the warrior spirit, you know. I mean, let's take the animal life, because I always like to compare it to the animal life. Okay? So this would be considered dreadlocks and terrible and dreadful. And this would be considered locks. You see, this is dreadlock Rasta. And this is a guy with locks. The last thing you want is a nice, cute, friendly warrior. A warrior is supposed to be dreadful. He's not supposed to be your happy, smiling, nice, feminine friend. Okay? So the idea that, you know, you want to take all dreadlocks and the concept of dreadlocks and make them all locks and make them all cute and dainty, you know, fire burn that in the dough. I mean, myself and my brethren, we were born in America here in Chicago, and we deal with a lot of these young dreadhead brothers on the streets, and all day we have to help them with their locks where they went, and they twisted them and braided them. And what happens is everybody doesn't have the same texture of hair. Some people can twist and braid their hair grows so fast, new hair will grow for come and it'll fatten back up. But some of you all will twist your hair, braid up your dreads, and what happened, the dread will get thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner. Some of you are pulling it out till you look like fucking Stevie Wonder. Your dreadlocks is way back here. Some of you are twisting it out. You can look in the back. You can see you're going bald because you're twisting it too tight. Okay? So that twisting and braiding, you know, that's fine if that's what you want to do. But from my own personal concept, people are trying to take natural dreadlocks and make it braids. You know, they're trying to make it braids. They're always trying to fit into the system and look dainty and look too soft. We got too many soft black people. You know, when I look at black people that want locks over dreadlocks, it makes sense because look how pussified you black people in America are. Yeah, you're some pussies with locks. It makes all the sense in the world because you're soft as fuck. No, you're not terrible and dreadful. No, nobody's scared of your black weak asses, okay? Police shoot you every fucking day with no fear of no repercussion. They go to court, they get off, they walk. People are all in public calling you all kind of shit. Okay, why the brother talking about this ain't the 70s? Did nobody walk up to us in the 70s calling us a goddamn thing because they would have got their motherfucking ass beat because I was terrible and dreadful. Now y'all soft as fuck. So that whole, Locsy thing goes along with how feminine you are anyway. I mean, if you look at the young black man today with his, locks, and you look at the dreadlock Nyabingi Rasta of the 70s, you tell me which one is masculine and which one is a foo-foo feminine ass motherfucker. And of course, the women, they want everything cute and pretty. This is how the system manipulates black people. They go and they get a feminine man. They make him a celebrity. The women like him. Ooh, he cute, he feminine. And so now all the other men want that attention. So all the men try to be feminine to look like this feminine man that the women like. It's the old sucker move they've been doing for how long? Make a feminine man and then make that the image. But get it straight. I'm a dreadlock Nyabingi Rasta. I am not Michael Jackson and I ain't fucking Prince, okay? So in a time where you can go and get locks done in like a fucking weave, I don't see where there's so much to brag about with the new locks movement. It's basically people that are not going to keep them, okay? You're going to have two things. All these brothers out here with their locks, they're going to do two things. They're going to cut that shit off, or they're going to go back to freeform, natural Nyabingi locks. Ain't going to be no in between. Because if you soft, you soft. And if you hard, you hard. And, our dreadlock, the dreadlock Rasta man, we fight against Babylon. You see? To say it's not dreadlocks is to say that Bob Marley didn't know what the hell he was talking about when he said dread, naughty dreadlocks. So, grow your dreadlocks. Don't be afraid of the wolf pack. And if you want locks, that's fine. Just don't say we got locks, because we ain't no motherfucking we. I ain't you. We ain't no fucking we. You got to go watch my video. Who the fuck is we? There's no we, okay? There's no we. Me and Fetty Wap are not a fucking we, okay? Me and Lil Wayne are not a we. He got them things on his head, but he run around with girls fucking slips and blouses and fucking leggings and shit on. Come on, man. I ain't fucking with that. Ain't no we. No, I man is I man, and you is you, whatever the fuck you is. And ain't no woman can tell me nothing about no fucking hair to make it cute. We got too many women raising our men. That's why we got all these soft-ass men running around this motherfucker, trying to be like they mommy. Magic Johnson's son want to be like Cookie instead of Magic. Too much of that shit going on. But the Babylon system always make the black woman, the spokesperson of the community to make the black man soft. And all these weak-ass niggas talking about the black woman is God is participating in that. They're participating in putting a woman as the main focus of the community to feminize the black man. That's just a fact. But, however you want to do, you do your thing, If you want to, if you're a man and you want to trim it up so you go to work and you think that looks good to you, that's fine, because I believe people do them. It the same way I don't want nobody to say we got locks. It's the same way I wouldn't say we got dreadlocks, because there ain't no we, and we don't have dreadlocks. Some of you got locks. Some of you have a hairstyle, and that's fine. It's your head. But don't try to categorize like there ain't no dreadlock Rasta, because that's bullshit. There's dreadlock Rasta, Nyabingi Rasta that don't fuck with Babylon at ta. Okay? So don't get it fucking twisted, okay? And I'm not check for the Babylon fuckery, okay? Because Babylon is fuckery. You understand? We don't check for the scissors and the comb. We don't check for none of the Babylon mentality at all, okay? And we ain't walking around here trying to look fucking cute. Monkeys is cute, okay? I ain't fucking cute, okay? I'm dreadful. You know, my queen got dreadlocks, and she twists them up and wrap them up and braid them up, and I like that. She's a woman. How the fuck would I look with my shit, me and my woman come out, and both of us prissy around, my fucking fingernails done, and fucking toes done, and her fucking hair's all wrapped up, and my hair's wrapped up, and she got on fucking head wrap, and I got on the fucking head wrap, and we walk around looking like fucking Rita Marley and Judy Mowat. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't going with that. You'll never see me with a fucking head wrap. But if you want to wear a head wrap, go ahead. Wear a head wrap. Just don't get in the fucking way of the lion. You understand? Because the lion ain't got no fucking head wrap wrapped around his fucking head looking like a fucking lady. You know? And if you're a priest, stay your motherfucking ass in the church. Don't come out here with the soldiers. You get fucking fed to the lion. A priest can't tell me shit. A priest got to shut the fuck up and go pray. I'm dealing with nation business. And that's another subject for another day. All these Ras clots walk around with them head wraps on like they priests. Only certain Rastas wore the head wraps that represented priestly, the Levitican form of I and I. Not every motherfucker walking around with the head wrap on their head. Ain't holy worth a goddamn. And on top of that, what the hell you got under that fucking head wrap? You know, when we smoke chalice, all the time you got to take your crown off. And the reason we have you take your crown off, we need to see what's under there. Okay? Do you got bugs crawling out through your head? Is you bald-headed and just got some paper stuffed under there and you're trying to smoke it eye and eye like you as a conquering lion and you as a pussy clot? So we need to see. So I suspect a lot of these dudes walking around with them head wraps ain't even no fucking dreadlocks under that shit. Okay? Take that shit off, man. Let me see you are what the fuck you say you are. Because too many people out here perpetrate a fraud out here. Walk around with a big old giant head wrap on. Ain't got no dreadlocks under that shit. So that's what it is. You got locks. And then you got Nyabingi Congo Bongo dreadlocks.